I remember that when I used to play basketball, one day my coach told me and my mom that I should get a poster, like the ones you hang on the wall, of with with written on it something that was like, you are no one, you are nobody, and or like no one cares about you. That was the concept basically, and this may seem a bit harsh, and offensive, but the real meaning was not like to put me down or anything. The What he meant by it, and what he was trying to tell me, was that I really really needed to stop caring about what other people thought of me, and stop caring, stop not doing things because of the fear of the fact that everyone was watching me and everyone was going to judge me because I made a mistake maybe. And so that's what the coach meant. And I was always very insecure about my actions and what my speech, what I say, because of fear, because of I was afraid of what other people were going to think about it. And I'm not in the best, I'm not that great at it. I'm not at the final level, but I've made a lot of progress. I've advanced a lot in this game of not caring. And so uh, I can teach you something about this, definitely. I want you to know that from personal experience, this fear is going to hold you back for the rest of your life, because it held me back so much. I played basketball for 6 years, and right now I'm obviously not horrible at the game, but I'm definitely not someone skilled as someone who played for 6 years. If you saw me play, you wouldn't say this guy's played for 6 years. Maybe like one, probably, or 2 years, because I'm not that great. And you know why? Because I was afraid of shooting. I was afraid of doing anything really in the field, because in the court, because I was so fucking frightened about what the other people in the team were gonna think of me if I, messed up something, if I shot and missed. It's held me back a lot, and it's gonna hold you back too. So I want to save you from this experience, because it's really not pleasing. And yeah, so stay with me, stay with this, along this video, if you want to learn how to stop giving a fuck. So everyone makes mistakes, and that's something that you need to know, because everyone in your team, let's go on with this basketball thing. Everyone makes mistakes, right? No one has got like a 100% shot shot score rate. I don't know what it's called, but no one has ever you know scored every single point or made every single pass. That's never happened. In like, you can watch an NBA game and they miss shots. So like, why would you not be fine with missing a shot? So that, having this in your mind, you need to, in order to get better and miss less shots or miss less passes and stuff, you need to even put yourself out there, and so shoot or pass. Let's go with the shooting thing because it's better. And you need to shoot in order to get better at it. That makes sense, right? That's basic logic. If you don't shoot, you're never gonna be good at shooting. And so you need to make mistakes in order to learn. And the same goes with like social skills, because if you never try and you never practice with speaking to people, you're never gonna become good at it. That makes sense, I hope, really hope, because it seems pretty logical, right? If you practice, you're going to go, you're going to improve, you're going to level up in the skill or in the whatever. Hope that makes sense, because that's the basic thing. So now, the next time that you find yourself in a situation where there's a bit of pressure, maybe you need to shoot, or like in basketball or in football or in any sport, and you feel a bit of pressure, because you could mess up. Well, next time that happens, have in your mind the thought that everyone can make mistakes, and that if you make a mistake, it's fucking okay. It's fine. No one dies. It's not like let's say you have the buzzer beater, the shot that makes the game at the last second, and if you make this shot, you win the game. Let's say you take it and you miss it. Everyone is gonna, be a bit upset and mad at you, but I can, bro, I can assure you that no, like, in 30 minutes, if it's, this important shot, but let's say with a normal shot in the game that you miss, no one after even a minute, bro, is going to remember about it. It's really not that deep. It's not that deep, bro. Really. And I've found this myself, because now that I've improved, I can see how this is true, but back when I was playing basketball, I didn't know this. And so same goes with social skills again. If you go and talk to someone and you mess up your words, okay, sure, that's a bit embarrassing, but the embarrassment your embarrassment may last for a bit, but quite a lot of time actually, but the actual awkwardness of the situation and what the other person thinks is going to go away in less than a minute, because they will forget about it simply, and they also not care that much. They don't care about that much, and like they know that you can make mistakes in speaking. Sorry. They know you can make mistakes when you speak to someone, because they probably made mistakes too, and so it's fine, bro. You really, all those films that you're making in your mind about the fact that everyone is gonna hate you if you miss a shot, and those films that you project in your own mind are fake. They are not real, because that's not what's going to happen. I'm sorry, but my eye is torturing me. Be fine with making mistakes, because if you're not fine with making mistakes, then you're never going to go and level up the thing. You're never going to be good at shooting if you don't shoot, and if you don't make mistakes while doing it. You're never going to, be good at speaking to girls if you don't do it, if you don't practice. Now look, I know it's not that easy, because I've been there. I've been embarrassed in a fucking whole lot of scenarios, a whole lot of times, and still feel a bit of embarrassment when I do stuff, and afraid of what other people may think. But there is always this thing in my mind that is like, who cares? Pretty much, that's what's in my mind when let's say the other day we were playing basketball with like some friends that don't know how to play basketball. I was the most experienced there. I was like, should I shoot now or not? And it's like, oh, I may make a mistake, I should pass the ball instead. But in my mind there was like, who the fuck cares if you make a mistake? And so I shot, I missed, and that was it, bro. That's it. Nothing else happened afterwards. It's not like all the other people in my team started, went against me and beat the shit out of me. Like, that didn't happen, because no one cares if you make it, if you miss, bro. I have a practical exercise for you to do, which is kind of weird when I'm gonna say it, but you need to basically, put yourself in an embarrassing situation on purpose. And that means mainly with social skills. I'd say that you are bad at social skills, you don't really know how to speak to people or to girls. And what you will need to do with this exercise is go out there and just put yourself in embarrassing situations. And how you do that is, I've done this with a friend of mine, and he basically went up to a McDonald's guy, like a McDonald's, no, not really. It was like a group of people that were sat in a McDonald's, and we went there. He had a walnut in his hand, and he tried to sell it to them. And you may be thinking like, what the fuck is the purpose of this? What is it useful for? And the use is that it was a bit embarrassing as a thing, you know, because they were kind of awkward. It was kind of an awkward situation because who the fuck tries to sell a single walnut, especially like in McDonald's, and so it's a weird situation, and that's the thing. Like, you're gonna get used to weird situations if you put yourself in them. Next time that you're gonna find yourself in an awkward conversation, maybe you're gonna feel less awkward because you're used to it, because you've done it on purpose before with this exercise that I told you, and yeah. Another example that I've got is to like go to a store and ask like if you can get the something for free. And of course you're not trying to get it for free, that's not what you're doing it for. You're doing it for the experience, because these things are going to level up your social skills pretty much. That's what's going to happen, because you're practicing speaking to someone first of all, and then you're practicing being getting used to awkwardness. That's the most important thing, because then when you are in an awkward situation you're going to feel less awkward. I'd advise you not to try this for on your own in the beginning, because it's gonna feel very embarrassing. But maybe try it with a friend of yours if you can convince him to do this, because it's kind of weird. I can admit it, but I didn't even come up with this exercise. Actually, I got it from Hamza, but I think this is pretty useful, and I think this is worth trying at least. Another practical tip is to with your friends, with the friends that you already have, when you're hanging out with them, maybe try to be as much as possible yourself. Try to be yourself as much as possible, because that means specifically to basically, if you get in your mind something that you need to say, like maybe you want to make a joke because it popped up in your mind after someone else said something, and you really want to make this joke, do it before you overthink. Just let your open your mouth and speak before you can think about it. And there's people that say that you need to count to 10 before saying stuff, but that works with the people that talk too much. And if you're trying to better your social skills, you're probably not one of those people that naturally talk a lot. So this is something you could do to just try to think as little as possible about the things that you're gonna say, and just say them. Because again, if the joke fails, if you make no one laugh and there's like the awkward silence, well, the situation is gonna be awkward, yeah, it's gonna be embarrassing, but what, like 30 seconds max, and then everyone forgets about it. Like, think about it. When has an awkward silence lasted more than 10 seconds? Never, never. So why not try? Because let's say instead that you make the joke, and there is a friend of yours that is going through a tough time and you don't know it, and you make the joke and everyone cracks up laughing, including the guy that's having a tough time, and you just lifted his mood up and maybe made his day. Who knows, that could happen, bro. You could make someone's day by saying what you want to say. So try, bro, because there is almost no negative downside, because the awkward silence is gonna last for 30 seconds, and there is the potential benefit of making someone laugh, and they're gonna like you more because of it, or you can save someone's day because they were having a very bad day. And it's it's just try things, like try doing this exercise of just saying the thing that's in your mind, just being yourself pretty much. and also do the other thing of feeling embarrassment on purpose. Basically, that's what it is. And even though it's a bit strange, I think it's worth for you to try at least. Try maybe somewhere that you're rarely gonna go visit again. So maybe you're on a vacation and try this there, because you're probably never gonna see those people again, and see how you feel about it. If you feel good about if you just feel fucking embarrassed for the entire day, maybe reconsider. But chances are you're gonna feel like proud because you did this. That's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something from this, and yeah, see you in the next one.